You're listening to The Dating Den with dating and relationship badass and best-selling author Marni Batista. Every week, you'll get the raw truth from top experts and real people on the important dating, sex, and relationship issues you want to know about. So if you're ready for true talk that's authentic and unfiltered, and you're not afraid to be called out on your stuff, then you're ready for what's next.
Welcome to the Dating Den podcast, episode 2 with Adam Gilad. How to write an online profile that attracts a quality man.
Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Marni Batista, and I know that you are absolutely here because you want to know how to create that undeniable magnetic attraction. And our guest today is going to talk about inspiring a man to want to have that connection with you, that devotion, that intimacy and passion, and not just with any guy, but your ideal guy that lasts for the long term. And we've been working it, ladies, step by step. This is your guide to really attract that amazing guy so that he is pursuing you, he falls in love with you, and he commits. That's what we're looking for. And this interview is no different than any other. Adam Gilad is one of the best experts in the field of attraction, dating, relationship. And what you're going to learn today is really going to turbocharge your journey to find love with a great man online so that it happens in a way that is easy, feels fun, and is fast. So I don't want to hold us up another minute. This is where I really wish I had that freaking applause button. Adam Gilad, welcome. Woo!
I'll do it.
Yeah, let's not clap. So for those of you who don't know Adam, first of all, he is so, if you're a nice Jewish girl like me, you know what the word mensch means. It's a really just a nice, good guy, like your grandma would squeeze his cheeks, you know? And he is also well known for these amazing relationship and self-development live weekend workshops. He has programs for both men and women. He is a smarty pants. He's a former Stanford Humanities graduate research fellow, and he's also an Emmy-nominated executive producer and screenwriter. He has played well in lots of different areas. He specializes in teaching the language of each gender to the other, which is what we're going to talk about today, so that we cultivate a dance of the sexes rather than a battle, and amplifying the play of sexual polarity and fearlessness in self-awareness, self-evolution, compassion, and forgiveness. All hot buttons over here at Dating with Dignity. Adam has his trademark humor, his scholarship, and his enthusiasm. And I am sure, like all his other clients, you are going to be sparked into conjuring a robust life of passion, authenticity, daring, and ultimately deeply fulfilling relationships. And Adam is also the co-founder of thedailydater.com. He has 2 amazing, handsome grown sons who have taught him more than all of the above and cost him 5 times as much combined. I love that. Truly sounds like a dad. Exactly, damn. So Adam, wow, I'm so excited. You know, we're talking in this segment of our training about really how to get a man to commit to you. We're talking about really being able to have the skills that we need to inspire a man. And I think when it comes to online dating, which is one of your zones of genius, I think women don't even think that this is possible. I really do think that they think it's a battle. So talk to me about online dating and the difference between inspiring a guy and trying to get a guy to wink at you.
Well, maybe I should ask my new bride, who I just met online. We forgot to mention that part.
I forgot. Yes. It was an amazing wedding, by the way. She's gorgeous. She's amazing. She's age appropriate. He's a mensch. What can I say?
And she inspired me. I mean, I met her online as well. So anyone who doesn't believe it's possible, it's funny. Our buddy Dave Weigand has an article today on Huffington Post that no one can commit anymore because of Tinder. And, that's his approach. But, you can absolutely, you made the right distinction. There's a difference between trying to attract somebody and trying to inspire somebody. And you and I, by the way, everybody, Marni and I love Marni so much. We have been on stages together, and every time there was someone else on stage saying something smart, it was Marni. I'm looking down, I'm like, Wow, that's what I would have said. That's what I would have said. So we are really aligned on, we both know you have to know how to attract, right? There are ways to flirt. There are ways to wake up a man to the fact that you're this amazing gift in his life. And, of course, you have to be awake to that. But there's a whole other level, which is how to inspire. I use the word devotion all the time instead of commitment. And this is what, I love language, as you know. All my graduate work in language and how we communicate. The word commit to a man doesn't feel very good. It's not very exciting. Like, men don't look forward to committing. Men look forward to devoting themselves to something or someone, right? So I always use the word devotion, and I highly recommend that women start doing that if they really want to inspire a devotion in a man, which is actually better than a commitment anyway. A commitment is like something we have to do, right? But his devotion calls out our inner hero. I am devoted to my new bride, and we are 5 months into this, and so far so good, by the way. But I'm devoted to her because she literally every day inspires my devotion to her. Because she's awake to her own value, and we should talk about that. How she set, and I think you and I are probably the most fierce on this subject. How to really, can I use the F word? No, I'll just use another word. Really like really fucking ask for what you want. Like this is the thing that makes me crazy. There's two things I'm finding in my own coaching with women. One is, this is a long-term one, that women don't ask for the character of the man they want. They don't put it up first. So let's put a pin in that, come back to that. Especially
I've got it.
And the second thing, the big distinction I'm finding, I know you're going to love this too, is that women have to ask themselves in relationship, whether it's 1 month in or 6 months in or 10 years in, do I feel honored? Do I feel honored day by day, or do I feel like a convenience? Right? And when women come to me and they say, well, I met this guy and da-da-da, but he doesn't call me back. And I'm like, well, do you feel honored? If you don't feel honored, you should not be in that relationship. Or you should at least ask for what you need to feel honored. And that's a word that keeps coming back to me because people are treating each other like conveniences. Now, when a man's inspired, when we're inspired by something, by someone, we don't treat it like a convenience. We, jump to bring our quote-unquote heroic skills, our heroic talents, our resources, our enthusiasm, our creativity, our inventiveness, everything. We want to bring it because we're inspired. We're getting back on the reward of bringing our best. So we should put a pin in reward as well, okay? That's another a really important one. But let me do that one now.
Okay, great.
Let me do reward for a second. And I want women to really understand this. So I always call men Pavlov's gender, right? We're very, very simple. You ring the bell, we salivate, okay? And what women really need to understand is that men are actually simpler. I think you probably understand that. But we're very simple in terms of reward. If you reward us for our good behavior, we'll keep doing that good behavior. If we're any kind of man, if we're any kind of good man, okay? If we're messed up, if we're super narcissistic, if we're deeply wounded, then we won't, okay? But most men are good, by the way. And most men need training and intimacy, by the way, so do most women. But one of the ways you train men is you acknowledge and reward them more deeply into their virtues. So anytime a man does something that you like, that makes you feel honored, that you love about him, acknowledge and reward. And reward physically as best you can. Hug, kiss, if you're in a relationship, sex. But let him feel through your body, because that's what wakes us up. Your body is a giant amplification system for your emotions and your reality. Men generally won't pick up signals. We can talk about why, very evolutionary. We generally won't pick up social signals, so you have to amplify it with your body. Let us know when we're winning. We need to know. We don't know. So let us know. Like, reward us. Reward us. Every time we do something nice for you, every time we say something nice, every time I call it our virtues, and our virtues will define as whatever the heck you want from us. All right? So
what
super
are some
important.
rewards? Literally, is it like, honey, you did such a great job? Or, my husband just went this morning, he took my daughter to school because I had to do some work and work out. And then he went and he picked up donuts for the fundraiser at the high school. So is there anything I do beyond saying, like, thank you, I really appreciate all your help? Like, what's a good reward?
Well, lingerie at the door never hurts. But, and I'm serious, by the way. But, really?
No, I know you are. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like blowjob later? Like, do we go, literally, is that?
That's the best reward, yes. That is the absolute, it combines, I think it's Jerry Seinfeld who said it combines the two things men like most, sex and not having to do anything. So, that's the ultimate reward. I don't. There are very few men who won't appreciate that. But it's really like stopping when he walks in the door, like looking in the eye, like taking that moment and saying, "God damn it, I love you so much," and give him a big kiss and feel him up and do whatever it is, but let him feel your real like presence, like stop motion. You and I and a lot of people, we live very busy lives. We're running around. We're doing lots of stuff, but stop motion and really let him feel it, and then just give him the biggest, juiciest, whatever, kiss, take him to bed, whatever it is. But that's great. There are lots of ways of rewarding. But yeah, I always say, your body is an amplification system for your emotions. It lets us know. Words aren't enough. Words are fine. Words are nice. But if you really want a man to feel something, let him feel it in his body through your body.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, this is so great. You're a genius. Okay, so let's talk about online dating. One thing you said, I wrote down, was women need to awaken to their value. And that we need to ask for what we want. So when we break it down to the down and dirty of like online dating and writing profiles and all of those things, how do we apply that genius way of dating online?
Okay, take notes because there's a lot on this, okay? Number one, men don't care about you online. They don't know you. They don't want to hear all about what makes you happy yet. When they like you, they'll really care about what makes you happy. What they want to know is a couple of things. Number one, that you're a woman of value. And number two, that they have a chance with you. And I'll explain that in a second. And number three, most important of all, that you'll be a victory in our lives. Okay? So let's go through these. The first one, I said you're a woman of value. So how do they know you're a woman of value? You stand for yourself. And this is probably the smartest thing I've ever taught women. And it's in my book on online dating. And I just got another note, by the way. I can't tell you who it is. I can tell you offline, but it's the sister of a very famous speaker. Like, you know who he is.
Yeah.
She called me, and I saw her on Facebook. I rewrote her profile with her. I saw her on Facebook with this great guy, and I said, "Is that because of age?" She goes, "Oh yeah, I meant to tell you." I'm like, "Well, tell me." So what we did was, she's a strong woman, successful woman, and she wasn't meeting anybody online. And I looked at her profile, and like most women, she went on just talking about herself, like, which is the natural thing to do. Guys do it too. Hi, I'm a lawyer. I live in 37 countries. I like Thai food, blah, blah, blah. Who cares, right? Who cares?
Right.
Instead, start up front by, I call it a call to character. Call out the men you want, not with zero negativity, but nothing but positivity and a promise of reward, going back to our theme. So I want to see if I can open one. So what you do is you open by saying, you're a man of, and then whatever it is that you value. So you might want to say something like, I love a man, which is one of the victories, by the way. There's 13 victories that I kind of boiled it down to that men look for. One of the victories is that she loves men. Like, women forget to say that. Men are afraid that women are mad at us, for all kinds of good reasons, by the way.
Right.
But we're afraid that you're mad at us, so we want to hear that you love men. Not only do we want to hear that you love men, we want to hear that you love men like me. So that's where you really get to it. So say you want somebody like who's a leader in his community or something. So you would open profile. I love men, or I admire men who are leaders in their community, who are rocks of honesty and authenticity, and who everyone in their business kind of really looks up to. So whatever it is that appeals to you. I love men who are known for their honesty. I love men who take time to help the poor. Whatever it is that's important to you. I love men who have done their work, who have done workshops and gone to therapy and are open and vulnerable and know who Brene Brown is. So whatever it is, who is my secret girlfriend of all time. Oh, my God.
I love her. I just bought her new book. I'm so freaking excited to read it.
She's like one of the few people in the world. David Data is another one who just drops wisdom in every sentence. I just love her to death. Anyway, so, if you're interested in a guy who is open and vulnerable and can express his feelings, say it. Put a call out with nothing but positive language for the character of the man you want. Not if he eats Thai food. Who cares, right?
Right.
So what you do by doing this, not only are you sending a message to the men who are like that, wow, he has a chance to win with you because he's already that guy, right? Which is a really good thing. You're also cutting out all the noise, all the guys. I promise you, if you don't set a high bar in your profile, not an obnoxious one, but a real one, a high bar character, I promise you, every guy who will take a shot at you. They go, all right, well, there's no high bar. sure, I guess I'll take a shot at this girl. You know, she's not asking for anything, so I have a chance with him. Here, let me read you I'm gonna read you the opening of this profile I wrote for this woman.
Oh my God, this is awesome. Okay, great.
Yeah, this is actually another woman. This is a woman she lives in Texas. I think she's beautiful. She's around 50. She has her own business. She's awesome. Okay, and so listen to this opening. Here's why you are wildly sexy. You are confident. You know your way around the world. Maybe horses. She's a horsewoman. Definitely a fearless king in the business world, and especially in the bedroom. Now, notice we mentioned sexy and bedroom twice. Now, I don't recommend this to everybody, but this is a woman who really knows her value. She's a very strong woman, and she wants someone more masculine than she is, okay?
Yep.
So then we said, you are solid. You are happy in the morning because you know yourself, and you're thrilled to see my gorgeous face on the pillow next to you, smiley face. You're a brassy guy with a soft, loving heart. You're kind of an enlightened cowboy. Now, she almost jumped out of her skin when we wrote that. That was a good one. You're kind of an enlightened cowboy. Even if you're not a horseman, you're positive and strong. And even if you've been hurt in the past, like all of us, you're a man of courage, ready to create something new, powerful, passionate, open, adventurous, outdoorsy, and fun. Boom. Now, we have set a beautiful bar for the kind of man she actually wants. So anyone who's not that, anyone who's not an enlightened cowboy, who's not strong, who's not a man of courage, right, he's going to back off. So all the predators out there, all the kind of ones who go for the low-hanging fruit, they're not going to bother her. Right? Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And what's interesting is I really am seeing that this inspires the guy to step up and say, wow, can I be for her? It puts him automatically almost in that pursuit mindset.
Yes. And a guy who has choice, a guy who has any choice at all wants to feel like he's winning a prize, like he's winning a woman who doesn't just take anybody, And so when you set a high bar, not an impossibly high bar, but a real bar of character. What are not his characteristics, not his outer characteristics, but his inner character. That man will hear himself being described, and he'll say, wow, she wants me. And he'll be excited, inspired, upward to meet your, loving challenge.
Wow. Okay. I have a question for you about this because I get this all the time. So if you kind of set the bar high, what's that ending line? If this sounds great for you, how do you put in a call to action without sounding, desperate? Or do you not do it?
Easy. No, you do it. Call to action is a great thing. And so she's using the language everyone knows. It's really from infomercials, right? It's a call to action. Call now, right?
Right.
Now, the thing is, it is from. So the funny thing is that we're in many ways a really simple species. And we will actually do what people tell us to do. NLP works and hypnosis and all these things. If you tell someone to call now, they will actually call now. If you don't tell them, they won't call. Let me read you one, for example. Ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
This is from the woman who I mentioned who's the sister of the famous speaker. So okay. I wrote the last paragraph was, and to you, the man who has read to this point, please write me and bring your truest self and let me know what in my profile most captured your imagination and let us explore what is possible in this beautiful lifetime we could have together. Okay? So what we did was, and to the man who has read to this point, so you're saying, okay, you're unusual. Please write me and bring your truest self. This was really important to her, okay? And I can't tell you what we said up above. And let me know what in my profile most captured your imagination. So, let me know that you read my profile. We said it in a way that's not negative and not challenging in a negative kind of way. Look, assholes, don't write me if you haven't read this far. People will say that.
Right, exactly.
And then we had a reward, and let us explore what is possible in this beautiful lifetime together. So, Here, you want to hear how we opened hers? This is kind of fun, too.
Yeah.
It just kind of exemplifies it. So I used the opening. She's around 51, I think. So the older you get, you want to, really catch men's attention, and you want to use the word sexy. You want to use what turns me on. You want to make sure there's energy, right? So it starts like this. I've got a sexy question for you. Now, I guarantee men are going to read that, okay? If you want to read your profile, have a great opener. Have you dreamt of finally finding a bubbly, happy, fun, appreciative, big word, athletic, smart, spontaneous, and all-around enjoyable and beautiful woman in your life? The last of the classic breed of one-man woman. We put that forward. The kind of girl whose arms you look forward to coming home to every night. The kind your friends shake their heads at and call you one lucky son of a gun and ask you how the heck you found her. If so, this may be your lucky day. It's like marketing, right? Then, now listen to what we did. So we got his attention. Because I'm looking for you if you are that one admirable, funny, solid man of high integrity. This is where we ask for a man of character. You are educated and love to read and explore your world, both inner and outer. Truth is paramount to you, and you treat all you meet with honor, respect, and a natural kindness and compassion. Here comes the reward. Nothing is sexier than that to me. Okay? So notice, high bar for character, but not in a negative way, with a reward at the end. Okay?
Okay, this is amazing. Now, I'm reading the minds. I'm feeling questions from people listening.
Cool.
I know. They're like, okay, but like, if I talk about sex, is he going to be like instant messaging me and asking to see sexy pictures? Like, I think there's a lot of fear if women are flirtatious and playful and do the reward around sexuality that, you know, they're going to get this onslaught of crap, really.
Well, that's why, well, look, you'll get it. You're going to get it anyway. Look, here's the focus. The focus is on the man you want to meet. Everything else is white noise, all right? Anyone else that you just block. It doesn't matter. You know, if you want to go fishing, you put out bait, right, to catch the fish.
Yep.
You're going to get bottom feeders. You'll get the fish you don't want, but you want to get the fish. So if you don't put the bait out there, you're not going to get the fish, right? The way to handle it is we're not saying, hi, I'm a sex pot, and I'm available for anyone who writes to me. We're saying I'm looking for you if you are that one funny, solid man of high integrity. Okay?
So it's a balance. It's a balance. You're calling the bar up, and you're being playful and flirtatious, which a high-value man really wants to know that you have that part of you. You do have to do the reward. That you're talking to men, right?
Right, but I want to be really clear. We're not being flirtatious at all. It's not flirtatious. Saying that you're a sexy, confident, sensual woman is not being flirtatious. You're saying I'm that woman, but only for a man like this.
Okay, got it.
Really clear. Here, I'll just read the next paragraph because I think it's fun. Want to hear more? This is such a great. Want to hear more about what I love about you? Now, who's not going to read that, right?
Right.
Listen, you're the kind of man who is known for helping out others, who goes out of his way to help those who need it and even mentor those when you get a chance. I admire that in a man giving back, right? So what we did was, once we got his attention, we said, this is the only man I want to hear from. And we put it in a super positive language, okay? So it's not flirtation. It's saying, I am a powerful, sensual, together woman who is, has all these wonderful, if you're the man who earns me. But we put it in a way that it actually catches, in a positive language that catches the right man's attention, okay, without turning him off. If you don't put it out there, a man who has choice, he can flip through 1,000 profiles. So you better have it out there that you're a prize to catch, that you admire is a big word, admire, respect, a man of XYZ character qualities right up there in front so he can see himself, and then what a big reward he's going to get if he's that man. All right?
Wow.
So
this is great advice. Amazing. This is so great. So, and by the way, ladies, I just have to do a little testimonial. So Adam has worked with so many women at Dating with Dignity who sort of take the platinum package, who work with us, who stay with us for the long term. And this stuff is like, freaking, ninja man moves. So this is, you definitely want to own this recording. Okay. So question. We have to ask it, the picture question, without going on and on about the obvious, because we have really smart ladies. Like, what's the Adam Gilad nuance in inspiring how to effortlessly have a man treat you like a goddess online through your pictures?
We have to ask for it. Right. Okay. So pictures. So the number one, be smart, have professional pictures taken. It's a big, if you want a quality man who has a job, right? If you want a quality man, he's looking for a prize. He's looking for someone he can be proud of, right? To have on his arm. It's a big thing for a man. Huge, actually. And I'll tell a dirty little secret, by the way. I don't know if I've ever said this in public. But I belong to a group of I would say very successful men in Los Angeles in entertainment technology and media. And we get together regularly, and sometimes we have events where we bring our wives or girlfriends or whatever. And I can tell you, I watch the guys. Everyone judges each other by how do their women show up. You know, do the women show up sparkling and smiling and happy and beautiful or not? You know, and I listen and guys talk about it. So there's a very subtle, real thing. We don't fight it because it's what it is. Where men want to really be proud of the woman in our arms. Now, surely you want to be proud of the guy in your arms, so it's not that weird, right? So,
Right.
We want to see what you're best, right? So in the beginning, obviously, don't we all? So have professional pictures taken. Absolutely. Well lit, okay? So there should be one picture where you just look ravishing, you know? You're beautiful, you're maybe in a gown, a dress, whatever it is. Maybe it's an event you've gone to, or maybe just put it on and have pictures taken, professional pictures taken. One picture like that. One picture that shows you, that shows what you actually look like in terms of your body. I tell men this too, okay? Because what you don't want is you don't want the unhappy surprise, right? People want honesty in advertising. So some sort of full body picture, whatever you're wearing, it doesn't matter. And then I would also, a lot of women underestimate that men really love fun. Like, we like to relax. We like to, we're worried all day long about our money, our jobs, our status. Men have evolved to be very anxious about our status and are we winning, are we losing in life. So something fun, something really delightful. Like, women, you delight us. You bring delight into our lives in ways that you may not even appreciate, right? In many ways, men's lives, our internal lives, are very arid. It's very mechanical. It's like, are we winning? Are we losing? Are we getting ahead? Am I falling behind? How's my stock market? How's my team doing? That's how men kind of think. So you bring delight into our lives. So if you're fun, happy, smiling pictures, that's fantastic. And anything delightful and funny and odd, like something that just says, oh, this woman could really bring delight into my life. Now, by the way, quick note, OkCupid Labs, which I love, OkCupid was founded by 4 Harvard guys. And that they're really into statistics, and they're really into algorithms. I love OkCupid. Side note, my son, who's 21, just wrote to me from New York, and he just put up his first profile, and he goes, OkCupid will not let me be single. He goes, it keeps sending me the most amazing women. Because first of all, he knows how to write a profile, dear old dad.
Right.
But secondly, he actually filled out those questions, and they actually work. And he knows how to ask what he wants. And he says he's just amazed by how well they match people. So on OkCupid Labs is very serious. And what they do all kinds of research. And one of the findings they found in terms of pictures is that the number one picture that gets clicked on women is a woman looking straight into camera and smiling. Okay, so you want that to be your head picture. For men, interestingly enough, it's very different. It's a man not smiling and looking off camera, James Bond-like. Because what happens is that suggests that a man is about something, that he's doing something, that he cares about something, and he's not just pleading for you to approve of him. Right? Very, very interesting. But for women, smiling and looking directly into camera, you want that to create that connection. Okay? I wouldn't fight against cleavage, just saying. Okay? It's the other thing. I'm sorry, but it's true. All internet research, this isn't dating research. This is all internet research. What people click on is men's eyes obviously go to cleavage. Duh. And again, you want to put it out there that you're a woman, right? Because you want to catch the right guy. And yes, will there be the wrong guy also right into you? Sure. But it's white noise. Don't even pay attention to those guys.
Right. Don't take it personally, really.
Don't take it personally. No, they're just out there. But when you put up a high character call, it'll get rid of a bunch of them. But some will take their shot. Why not?
Why not? Right.
Doesn't cost them anything.
Awesome. These are great. These are great. Okay. So I have another question for you, of course. If there's like one important thing, like that you would really want these women to know about how to engage when somebody, writes to them and to get it to the please ask me out, what's that one nuance?
It's such an amazing question, and I'm laughing a little bit because I'm here with my new bride, and she was very interesting. Now, she set a higher bar than any woman I ever met, ever in my life, by the way. And did it get my attention? Absolutely. She had I don't recommend this to everybody, by the way, but she had a method. She was very clear. She said, you sound interesting. Let's talk a little bit here online, and then we'll progress to texting. right? And then if I like texting with you, then we'll progress to a phone call. And then if I like the phone call, then we'll meet. Like, she was like really high bar, okay?
Right.
This is a woman who really knows her worth, by the way. And she really knows her inner worth. She knows that she's an amazing, and God damn it, she is. She's an amazing human being. Here's this thing, can I just do this for a second? I'm just sorry. She's not in the room, by the way. But she is simply the most thoughtful, considerate, loving, lovely, positive, open, honest, woman I've ever met in my life. So she apparently knew something about herself. So what she did was she asked good questions. She wasn't going to waste her time. So it depends, if you're getting a lot of emails and you want to filter, don't be afraid of asking really good questions. What are you looking for? That kind of thing.
Okay.
The most important thing, the number one most important thing, is I call it the digital handkerchief. Okay? There's a reason why women used to drop hankies. Okay? It was like letting men know you're interested without taking the man's role and making, emasculating him and making his decisions for him. Okay? So a digital hanky is, and I highly recommend, by the way, especially if you're over 40 and you really want to get moving. Like, if you really want to meet somebody, don't go for this, men have to write first kind of thing. You can write first, but there's a way to do it. You send what I call a digital handkerchief. You drop a digital handkerchief. You go, hi. I want to say I was scrolling through profiles, and I stopped at yours, and you really got my attention. Then tell him why. And make sure it's about his character, not about his picture. Men don't want to hear that they're handsome. They don't trust that. If you say you're handsome, we don't trust that you really are going to be with us, because now we're like, oh, she likes handsome guys. Every guy, like every woman is, self-critical. But it's not just that. Women like to be told they're beautiful. That's good. Men trust your devotion if you love the man we are, what we stand for, what our character says about us, how we talk about our kids, how we talk about our work, how we talk about our charity, how we talk about our purpose in the world, our service to the world. That's what you want to specify. When a woman says, and I can tell you this as a man, if a woman says to me, I'm handsome, I'm like, okay, so therefore what? I don't really trust it, right? But if she says, I really love how you're devoted to getting people to be open and happy, that's really courageous. I love how that you built this business and that you serve people. I'm like, she gets me, right? So drop a handkerchief, say, I was scrolling through, your profile really caught my attention. What I admire, what I respect, okay, those are big words. What I admire, respect about your profile is that you, and then whatever it is, something about his character, the way he talks about his sister, his kids, his work, whatever, his values. You say, my sense is, right, you're not sure, my sense is that you seem like a truly high-quality man. If you wrote me, I'd be very interested to talk to you. So that's the handkerchief part. You point out something of character, and then you said, if you wrote me, right, I would be very interested to talk to you. So he still has to do the first move, right?
Yes. Awesome. That's so
You're not
great.
saying, I like your profile. Yeah, you don't go, hey, I really like your profile. You want to meet at O'Malley's bar tonight at 11. Now, you made the decision. Or do you want to go to dinner? Or do you want, no. Let him make the move.
Okay. So I can't wait for your answer to this question, because you are scholarly and deep. Do you have like a quote or a mantra that maybe you live by, or that you teach by, that can really inspire the women in our community to take action, really when it comes to online dating?
Wow. Okay, here it comes. I'm bringing it up. Hold on. I love quotes. Well, look, I'm all about taking action, obviously, right? And, you and I, we've just barely touched on the difference between triggering attraction and inspiring devotion. But men, okay, ready? We're going to go deep, okay?
Okay, let's go.
So, all right. The thing underneath everything, underneath the cleavage, right? Underneath the laughs, underneath we both like tennis. You are life and love to us, right? You bring us life and love. Most men, will sit in their chair and read and watch TV and do their work and maybe play some sports or try to be stronger, but we're very disconnected compared to you, right? And we could do a whole section on the evolutionary biology. But we're very disconnected, and our minds tend to be arid. Our minds are not full of beauty and lusciousness and connectivity. So you bring delight into our lives, even if men don't even understand that. So my favorite poem, and I taught poetry at university. I love poetry. Is a poem called, it has a very unhappy title, but it's called When Death Comes by Mary Oliver. And let me just jump down. She says, when death comes like an iceberg between the shoulder blades, I want to step through the door full of curiosity, wondering, what's it going to be like, that cottage of darkness? Ready? And therefore I look upon everything as a brotherhood and a sisterhood. And I look upon time as no more than an idea, and I consider eternity as another possibility. And I think of each life as a flower, as common as a field daisy, and as singular. And each name a comfortable music in the mouth, tending as all music does towards silence. And each body a lion of courage and something precious to the earth. When it's over, I want to say all my life I was a bride married to amazement. I was the bridegroom taking the world into my arms. Okay? So that's, oh God, I love this so much. So
I love Mary Oliver. She's brilliant.
Oh my God, Wild Geese, The Journey, yeah. So what I love about this one is that what she's saying is, she goes, I don't want to, when life's over, I don't want to go out, find myself sighing and frightened and full of argument. She's saying, I want to be a bride married to amazement. I want to feel everybody as a lion of courage. I want to feel every single life, every person as a flower, as common as a daisy, right? I want to feel everything and feel the beauty of being alive. The more that you're in touch with the beauty of your life and the beauty of simply being alive, you draw men into that flow of love and beauty that we generally are not that connected to. And that inspires us, on such a primal level and brings us kind of back to life, and through you. So
I chose a quote for you, Adam.
Oh, cool. All right.
I searched high and low because I know you a little bit, and it's just, so I hope that you appreciate this as I do. It's actually pretty short. And it's a quote by Edgar Allan Poe.
Okay.
So here we go. I was never really insane except upon occasion when my heart was touched.
Huh.
And what I really like about that is that, and we're not talking like insane crazy, but what I'm talking about is that inspiring in a man is that when you can touch a man's heart, right, it unlocks, like you said, that devotion, this inspiration that creates really that relationship, that intimacy, that desire, that passion, that connection and commitment that women are here for. And I think that, we forget that men have these really big hearts and that they want to be touched. And I think that is so all about what you're all about.
We're dying to open our hearts. We're dying inside. Trust me, I work with thousands of men. They're dying inside because they have no one to open their hearts to. So, yeah, great quote. I love that.
Yay! Well, wow, this is amazing. I love you, Adam. Thank you so, so much. And we send you a big hug and lots of love, and we will see you on the next training. Bye, everybody.